position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here. The Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Clemson's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. The Tar Heels offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this
and he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it down the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Off play action on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third down play from the gun. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. He's looking to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their second sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Pulls and fires complete. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they love to go looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Here's the give off the left side. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Tar Heels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Gonna take a shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at at the 21-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Big guy smells it. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football.
Quarterback on the keeper. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Clemson is quick to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Going to look downfield again. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll run it on the counter. Ball is loose. He coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The inside handoff. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Creates a little space. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Reads it, fires complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, chew up some extra yards.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Unloads quickly. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Makes the grab. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quick.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll try to sneak it. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Clemson set up with another first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Back to pass on second down. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UNC. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out.
To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback running on the draw.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run play action. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The snap sets up to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Clemson will send the punt team out. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He makes the grab. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Finds his target down the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. They try to pop a run on the draw. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Here comes the heat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On target. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we... There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Right back to the well. And it's a fumble on the play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll try the run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Gets it out quickly. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He'll do it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And here's the third interception of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got his man down to the backfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Floats it out in space. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That one's going to go out of bounds and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it and they'll send out the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Behind the chains now on second and long. Got a man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Works the middle of the field. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Running back searching for a hole. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Working that left side now. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Tar Heel! And the stomping has commenced. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football.
They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Second down coming up.
He'll keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. They booted away on 4th down. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. He'll throw it. Right to the big tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Tar Heels are on the move. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a pass to Marker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quick release on the RPO. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the...
Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Clemson, 3.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll go to the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Using the quick game. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
PAT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
North Carolina, 37. Clemson, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Here's the handoff. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The RPO, it's complete.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Setting up the screen.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
The Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. The RPO fires complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but there he goes. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snagged out of the air.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A strike downfield. Touchdown, UNC! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point is good. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Makes the quick grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Throws that arm out. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They'll try to run for it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.